Okay, I'm doing the Numerology and Astrology for April 4th, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 14, and if you add the 1 and the 4 together, you get the number 5. Today is the number 5, and it asks us to look at whether we are really being grounded and stable in our approach. This is the number of the 5 senses. Question is, are we fully using them? This number asks us to pay closer attention to what is arising so that we can move in more cheerful and positive ways. If we are not fully in our body, it is difficult to really have impact. This number is filled with curiosity and the desire to learn, watch, listen, and hopefully understand. Today is the number 5, and it gives us a burst of energy that can be used in new and adaptable ways that ignite the desire for some grand adventure. This number enjoys expressing things in a more outgoing way and is attracted to new things that are more non-conventional. For some, they may want to do something with all this free-spirited and restless energy. Do anything differently. Go to a brand new restaurant. Take a different road home. Let your soul wander and wonder. Stop and enjoy a cup of tea in a beautiful place and just enjoy the moment. Too often in life we forget to allow in the magic that is always available to us. Today is this moment to let the magic that feeds our soul and inspire great things. The astrology today. The moon will shift out of Taurus and into the engaging sign of Gemini. We may crave more social interactions at that time. While we begin the day trying to be consistent, as the moon is in Taurus, in our approach, we will shift into a more objective way of seeing both sides of the situation. There will be a desire to step back from the chaotic world for a moment and take a pause. It can be a tricky day, one that brings early on a Saturn conjunct Mars, and the need to take action is tempered with the display of recent events. There are clear levels of responsibility that are showing us that we really need to think things through before we leap into any emotional expression. The direction we are taking seems to need a greater purpose. While the reality is attempting to cause us to contemplate many things before we move, it also tries to help us find a path that can bring more enthusiasm into the mix. Know that encountering blocks is going to be normal. Certain things are required to be in place before we make the progress that we are seeking. It is best to go slow and go at a pace that supports the baseline that is more familiar and comfortable. There is so much change right now, and there are moments such as this that make us want to go back to more traditional ways that allow us to be more careful and thorough. If one is taking on a project, best to finish it before continuing to the next level. Thanks, everyone.